Okay, this is the instruction video for your logo, your first logo that you need to have on your home page. So we're going to start by clicking over here, Create New. Remember, this is a training video. It's for you to use to get this assignment done. So you want to pause, rewind, or fast forward to the position that you need to be at. Okay. And the idea is that you're watching a little bit of the video and then doing that part that you can remember, and then go back and watch a little more of the video and then go back. So you watch video and then you do it. Watch video and then you do it. So you want to do it like that. So I'm going to change the units here to inches. I'm going to set the width to 7. It's really important you make the change to inches, by the way. 7 inches wide, 2 inches tall. Go up here to the preset details. Name of the file or work is 1stLogo. Okay, use numeral 1 like I just showed you. Alright, then click Create. So here's our workspace. Here we're going to go to the Type tool. We're going to click on that. We're going to come out anywhere on our document. Everything in white is the document. Everything in gray is the artboard behind the document. Okay, so it's not part of the file. Just what's in white is what is going to be exported. Okay, so click, and then you want to type in your name. You don't have to do anything. Just start typing. Once you click, do not click and drag. Just click. If you make a mistake, Command Z, right, and then try it again. Click. That's if you need to. Okay, Dr. President Jaffe. I'm going to use the selection tool up here. Click on the selection tool, and that will allow me to drag out and use the full width, just about the full width. So it's just a small gap on the left and a small gap on the right. You can go to that middle edit box and just stretch it out a little bit. Don't use the full height because it makes the letters probably too skinny. We want this to be effective for us to view your name. Alright, still with this text selected, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to scroll to the top, and there's all these different fonts I can use. So find one that you like. Okay, as you hover over, it previews it. Don't worry if it overflows. Alright, so maybe I want to go with this one, let's say. No, not that one. Let's go with this. This has a nice, so I can see my fill. So I'm going to click on this guy. Notice that now it's overflowed onto the artboard. So I'm going to do a Command 1 to zoom out. And that will allow me to get it to fit back into my workspace. Alright, something like that. And I'm going to Command 0 to zoom back in because I want to see it better. Now I can work on colors. So I have up here fill, and I have the border, which we call stroke, the square donut. Right now it's not on. So I can pick for my fill color a color that I want to fill with. I can add a stroke. You can see the stroke now shows up. I can increase the thickness of the border if I want. Okay, it's up to you. I can also, if I want, just come in. I think I go to the type tool. I can come in here and click, and if I wanted to, I can just change one letter by highlighting a letter. Alright, I can change the fill and the stroke if I want. Right? Or I can do multiple letters. Right? I can do multiple letters the same way if I want to. It's up to you how you want to do this. Okay. You're making this your you're personalizing this. So make it the way you would like to make it. It's your logo. We also have pattern fills. So if you want to see some of those, you can click and go down here. I'm clicking on this drop-down menu. You should go over here to the Swatch Libraries menu. Click that. There's all these swatches. I like this particular color guide. It's got lots of colors. This is a very popular swatch in graphic design. A lot of colors. Okay. I don't have anything selected. Let me go back to the selection tool. So if I want to change, the fill. Now I've had everything selected, so it's changing everything, except it doesn't mess with the stroke. That's because down here, it's just the fill that's on top. If I want to change the stroke using the swatches, I put that square donut on top by clicking it. Click cancel. Right? Now that stroke is on top. When I go to the swatches, now you can see it's changing the stroke only. See as I'm changing the colors. And there's so many of these swatches available to you. You can click on either one of these to get the swatch library. Go to patterns. You can see we have some cool patterns. We have graphic dots, lines, textures, decorative legacy, monster patterns, animal skins, and plants. So I want to go to the again, I want to put this. If I want to affect the fill, click on the fill down here, and now I can change the fill to one of these patterns. Careful, make sure that it looks good. Right? Oh, that kind of is cool. And I can always go back here, change my stroke a little bit if I wanted to, just using that default swatch. I can scroll through here. So here's peacock feathers. That's pretty cool. We go with that, right? And again, if I just want only part of the letters, maybe one or more letters to have a different fill, I can do that, right? Last thing I want to show you, if you click and hold, you open up this whole list of type tools, and there's one down here called the Touch Type Tool. You can click on that. You click once on a letter, click again, and now you can move that letter around, right? So if you want to stagger your letters, you can do that. You can also, if you go up here, get that curved double arrow. You can rotate. All right. So next, and I can see I kind of overflowed a little bit, so I'm going to go back to the selection tool, and I'm going to bring that guy in a little bit. All right. You don't have to use this tool to move the letters around. It's just an option for you if you want to, again, personalize it even more. To undo anything that you might want to undo, you can Command Z, and that will undo things that you've changed if you want to. It's up to you. All right, but that's how you undo something. It's Command Z. All right, once you're done, you're ready to export it. So we're going to go up here to File, Export, Save for Legacy, or Save for Web Legacy. Click that. Okay. Over here, we want to change it from whatever it is to PNG 24. This is really important that you do this if you want to keep the same look. Change it to PNG 24. Okay. And you'll see checkerboard in the background that used to be white because we have transparency on. We want that because that way the background is going to be transparent, allowing the letters to look like they're floating on wherever you're using this at. which makes it look like a logo. And then we're going to click Save. We're going to come over here, make sure it's Save As name is First Logo. Make sure you see where it's at. Yours probably says Creative Cloud Files. That's fine. Click Save. And now you're ready to turn it in. So for that, you need to go to Schoology and submit this if I've asked you to. For adding it to your web page, to your Wix page, you want to go to Chrome. MrJaffe.net pops up, I hope. You want to go to Wix. You want to edit site after you log into your Wix page. Okay, get rid of that one. And we're going to add image. Go to My Image Uploads. To upload media, upload from computer. We're going to go to your Creative Cloud folder and make sure that you get firstlogo.png. Make sure it's the .png. You have .ai's in here. Don't use those. Make sure it's the .png. Okay, click Open. It's going to upload. As long as you have the bounding box around it, you can add to page. And place it just below. Make sure that the blue outline, the blue border, is below the dotted line. Okay, it's really important that you just have this only on your homepage. You see that pink line mark? It tells you when you're centered on the page. You can see my picture's not quite centered there. I'll move it there. We'll talk about this later. All right, there you go. Then you want to make sure you publish. Always important to publish. Click Done, and you're finished. Okay, so good luck with this, and look forward to seeing your logos.